Watching Charlotte today, just watching her, and I'm watching the baby while my wife gets a full day at the spa, and it's much needed for her. It wasn't that long ago, I was in a totally different spot in my life and in my business. Bethany still had her job, and so I had to watch Charlotte from like 6 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. And then she'd get home and I'd work with my clients all afternoon, all night, while still, you'll get some water in a little bit, buddy. Juggling all those responsibilities was wearing me out. I was exhausted, and I knew ultimately something had to give if I was gonna get any different results. If you're wondering how I went from there to where I am today, here's what went down. I used to be a life coach, which, if you're not familiar, means I was essentially a personal trainer for my clients' entire lives. Accountability, productivity, high performance, you get the idea. I was helping them push through their fears, their limitations, and their doubts, and virtually every single aspect of their life was on the table for us to take a look at. And at one point, I was coaching 23 people at the same time. I initially thought it was the coolest job in the world. Here I was helping all these different people with all these different things in their life. In my mind, every single person I talked to was a potential client because there was always something I could help them improve or break through. This was an incredibly short-sighted philosophy because after a while I started getting really burned out. So here's what I would do. I would go to these networking events and I'd wear this perfectly tailored suit that had been perfectly ironed with this polished elevator speech. And I would approach people, and I was terrified that if I didn't maintain this perfect image and somebody found out maybe one tiny part of my life wasn't ideal, that I wouldn't have the right to coach them. I was on this never-ending hamster wheel of having to constantly go out and get clients and show them and convince them that I was this powerful guy who could help them create literally whatever they wanted to. And that lack of authenticity was really eating me up inside. The money was okay. I was able to provide for my family, and each year I'd make a little bit more money. But each year I would also have to work harder and harder and harder and harder. Problem was that my rate, my price range was locked in with the company I was with. I couldn't ask for more money. So as clients quit and contracts ended, I had to stay on that hamster wheel grinding away to create clients. Throughout all of this, I started realizing I think I'm worth more than this. I was underpaid, overworked, and even though I was terrified, I knew I had to make a dramatic change in my life. So I did. I left that coaching group, started my own business all over from scratch. But this time it was different. I looked at all these different areas that I had added value over the years, and I chose to only focus on business. I looked at all these different people that I had worked with over the years, and I chose to only focus on helping leaders and mentors. In doing this, I raised my price point. Finally, I quadrupled my price point. Making that decision forced me to really start owning my value. Instead of being this jack of all trades guy who could help you with literally anything in your life, I became an authority in just one area: owning your value, raising your prices, and growing a sustainable business. I had no email list, wasn't even using my website, wasn't using social media, wasn't even creating content. All I was doing was having conversations, building relationships, and then asking for referrals. That's it. I made more money in the first year of my business than I had in the past 2 combined. There was one thing I learned that completely changed my life. It was the story of the precious stone. The story was told by Warriors Landing. And it popped up on my Facebook feed the day I left my coaching group. Actually, I listened to it right before I had my final conversation with the founder of that company. And listening to the story changed me. Here's how it goes. One day a young boy asked his father, "What's the value of life?" And instead of answering, the father takes a rock and puts it in his son's hand. And he says, "Go take this to the market and go sell it. And if anyone asks you how much it costs, don't tell them, just hold up 2 fingers. So the boy goes to the market, and there a woman asks him, "How much is your rock? I'd love to put that in my garden." The boy doesn't say anything. He just holds up 2 fingers. The woman says, $2? Well, that sounds great. I'll take it. The boy goes home and tells his dad. And his dad says, "Son, I want you to take this rock. Now take it to the museum. And if anyone there asks you how much it costs, don't say a word, just hold up 2 fingers. So the boy takes the rock to the museum, and there, sure enough, a man wants to buy the rock. How much does your rock cost? The boy doesn't say a word, he just holds up 2 fingers. The man says, $200, that sounds great, this will look fantastic in my museum. So the boy's excited, he runs home and he tells his father, and his father says, son, I want you to take this rock to one last place. I want you to take it to the precious stone store. And there, when someone asks you how much it costs, I don't want you to say a word, just hold up 2 fingers. So the boy takes the rock to the precious stone store and he shows it to the owner. And the owner can't believe it. He says, young man, where did you find the stone? This is one of the most precious stones in the world. I have to have it. How much are you selling it for? And the boy doesn't say a word, he just holds up 2 fingers. And the man says, $200,000. That sounds great, I'll take it. So the boy is shocked, he can't believe it, he runs home, he runs faster than he's ever run in his life, and he gets home and he tells his dad, Father, someone wants to buy the stone for $200,000. His father says, son, now do you know the value of your life? You see, it doesn't matter where you come from, where you were born, or how much money you were born into. It matters where you decide to place yourself. You may have lived your whole life thinking you were a $2 stone, surrounded by people who only saw you as a $2 stone, but everyone has a diamond inside of them. We can put ourselves in a market, or we can put ourselves in a precious stone store, and you can also choose to help other people see the diamond inside of them. That's the value of your life. So I realized that most coaches like me, and especially the ones that are really talented, are offering their diamond to a flea market. They could be earning a lot more and they could be valued a lot more. But the problem was their reach was too wide to connect with those they were meant to serve. So I've been helping these individuals raise their prices, which means tripling, quadrupling, sometimes quintupling their rates, narrowing down who they were looking to serve in the marketplace, and committing to becoming an authority and creating one result for their audience. Over the past few years, these clients were able to craft compelling messages about what they do, get in front of the right market, close high-ticket customers, let go of low-paying clients they weren't excited about working with, and ultimately create a lifestyle where they didn't have to work 60 to 70 hours a week anymore. What fires me up the most is seeing people recognize and articulate their true value, and then build sustainable, profitable businesses around it. So the idea with these videos is to take all the feedback I've gotten over the years, all the things I've learned, all the things my clients have learned, and take all of that and give back on a much larger scale. My goal is to create a community of thought leaders where we can all discuss how to raise your prices and claim your value, how to clarify your message and get it in front of the people that you know you're excited about serving. So please leave a comment, or you can message me directly if you have questions in any of those categories, whether you just started a business, you're a few years in, or you've been doing this for even over a decade. I'm here to help, and I want you to interact with me. So this is, again, a two-way thing. So please comment, please message me, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. How did you get in here? What in the world? You got the milk in here?
Yeah.
How did you do that? Look at this. You're amazing at getting stuff and other things. I'm not even sure if I can get this out of here, buddy. How did you do this? If I can get this out of here, then I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
But I gotta be able to do it without messing up your bottle that you use.
Yeah. No.
Got a pair of pliers in the garage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna try this, okay? See if this works.
Yeah.
I can use two. Oh, yeah, buddy! Good job, high five.
What's more?
Can you give Daddy a high five first? Okay, good. I love you, oh buddy.